Hello, hello, can you hear me? All right, good. Well, welcome to this sort of impromptu live stream. We're sitting here in Jenison, Michigan, waiting on the Amtrak P932. It's a requalification run since they've stopped running the Pure Marquette service. So they're working on requalifying crews today. Should see them here in just a minute or two, and then we're going to chase them the 12 or so miles on Chicago Drive, heading west out of here. We'll be able to stay right up next to them the whole way. So hopefully it goes off without a hitch here. They've been having some PTC problems, so hopefully it doesn't dump on them again, but I guess we'll see. As Charlie said, it sounds like they ran in earlier this afternoon from Chicago. Sounds like they're going to head back right now, and they'll grab another crew and make it back to Grand Rapids tonight, and then make one more run to Chicago tomorrow, just to keep all the crews current and qualified, so that when service restarts after this whole mess, they'll have crews ready to go. And yes, I do plan on live streaming the whole way to Zealand here. It's about 12 miles once we get going. I should be seeing him any minute now, looking up behind me here. Once the crossing to my rear goes off, we'll be getting out on Chicago Drive and pacing it a little, or slowing down a little bit, let them catch up to us. The tricky part is getting out of Jenison here with all the traffic. Once we get going at Chicago Drive, so they can two-lane divided highway, so we should be able to split up, and everybody else should be able to get around me and stuff. All right, I hear them. There they are. Here we go. They might, well, they should be speeding up here. Come on, guys. All right, here they go. It's a slow, I think 30-mile-an-hour zone there through Jenison, so now it's 60. So here they go. So now they're slowing down for Hudsonville, 40-mile-an-hour zone. Past the siding here. The siding is currently full of intermodal storage cars. I'm gonna have to call the city of Hudsonville and tell them to stop planting trees between the road and the railroad. These trees were only put in, I think, last year. You're supposed to cut the grass between the railroad and keep it open, not fill it with stuff.
Fair Hospital, P932 out.
Back up to 60 now, through the muck fields, west of Hudsonville. That's correct. This is an off-schedule train. It's an extra requalifying cruise because the line is not being run currently due to the pandemic. These guys will be going all the way back to Chicago and then supposedly coming back a bit later. Alright, this is where the Chicago Drive starts to leave the highway here. Gotta make a bit of a course correction. And now you can see the rear. Well, we're coming up to the end of where we'll be chasing here. Their head end's just about to hit the defect detector. And we'll stop and wait for the go a little bit further here. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to follow or find 326. So we might go live later with the freight train. Defect detector reading coming momentarily.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector, milepost 19.1. No defects. No defects. Total axle 2-4. Train lane 461. End of transmission.
P932 resident with Amtrak 4604. When clear Zealand, no defect, zero detector. Currently, I don't have a Zealand detector, P932 out.
Alright, and that's where the tracks leave the highway. So, just a moment, we'll be calling it here. Get to a spot where I can stop here. Alright, so that's what chasing the train from Jenison to Zeeland looks like. So, we'll be cutting it off here. I think I'll try to live stream in a little bit later. I don't know, hopefully not more than about an hour from now. These guys will be meeting CSX Q326 here at some point. And 326 is pretty heavy today, so coming up the hill from Saugatuck should be an interesting challenge for them. We'll see if they make it. I don't know if they were going to get their helper power or not for the hill. So we'll see you back here later, hopefully, and for a freight train. And for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.